Good evening, everybody. Brian Martin with you on the wide, wide world of tabletop gaming. We're at Warfighter World War II from DVG. Did the unboxing just a couple of days ago. Now I'm going to play a game in anger, and this is the first time I've played the game. I haven't done any practice. I've read up on the rules. I think I know what I'm doing. But if you see something that that's not quite right, or the rule may have changed, I'm using the European version rule book that was on BGG. I'm not using the official, massive book. I wanted to go to one just for this game, and I'm okay since it's a solitaire game. If I use these rules, I'm not hurting anybody. If I'm not using a more recent rule, because if I don't know the rules there, it doesn't matter. So we're doing just another day. 23 resources, 7 turns. Objective is here on spot 3. And at the start of the first turn, the soldier, they may recon a location, which I have already done. Sorry about that. I've already done. We'll reveal that in a minute. And so my 23 points, let's go over that. Veterans of the game know 23 points does not take you very far. You can't buy any of the big hitters unless you want to do a Rambo thing where you put everything on one guy's shoulders and he's going to go mad. So I bought Kaczynski here for 9 points and outfitted him with an M1 carbine with 6 ammo tokens, and that gives me 11 points right there. Then I purchased the NPS Allen for 7 points, and he comes with an M1 carbine, 2 Mark II grenades, and the close combat skill. So for a grand total of 18 points, I've got a fairly decent couple of guys here. And then for my last 5 points, I bought Scott, who comes with 1 experience point, as does Kaczynski. So I've got 2 experience points to play around with. My cards, my cards that I have here, I have Reload, will be valuable at some point in time. Fubar gives me an opportunity to get an extra action. Scrounge, we're looking at get a total of 3 resource points in gear. I can get some extra grenades if I need them for Mr. Allen, if that's the case. Might be able to pick up a grenade for Mr. Kaczynski as well. Cover Me is a good one because it allows the card that is played for allows them an attack without an action, and so everybody on the team has 2 actions. That would be an opportunity for a second shot from somebody or a third shot from somebody in that case. Silver Bullet is very good because when you're at range 0 with a bolt or semi, which the M1 carbine is a semi, that means Kaczynski gets an automatic defeat cover of 6 and an attack roll of 10, so he's going to get a hit, which could be valuable in killing off a target. And then advance, when you play, or if you upgun by paying an experience point, you'd add 3 to your movement. So the objective is bunker clearing. You have to clear the bunker, which has a cover of 4 and requires 1 hit to kill. Hostiles screen the bunker. So when you move in, when hostiles show up, you got to kill them all before you can start firing inside the bunker, and can only be attacked from range 0. So you're not going to be able to lob grenades into it from grenade launch or anything like that. So we're ready to go. We have reconned our location, and we have discovered that location is the traffic hub, which does generate some hostiles. I want this to be a little bit. There's a couple where that generates 1 point of hostiles, and you might be able to get through this easy. I don't want to automatically win on the first game. I want to give myself a challenge. So Traffic Hub is the one. We've got these here. We're going to play Traffic Hub as a free action. And when we do that, we're going to draw for hostiles. The team value is 29 or less. So 3. We're going to need 3 points of hostiles. There's 2 for some stormtrooping. We'll draw again. 0 for Grenadier. And 2 for some more Stormtroopen. No screening. The stormtroopers have a cover 2 at range 0, but a cover 4 from long distance. The Grenadier is fearless. He cannot be suppressed. We'll look at that just to double check in the thing here. Fearless. A hostile card is not affected by suppress results. So it's just one guy, but he can't be, and he has penetration of 1 on his attack, so he'll reduce some cover. Okay, these guys have a range of 0. They're here. No one had to be nearmost or farmost. They're ready. They're there and waiting for us to arrive at the traffic hub. So on our first turn, we got some things we got to do. We can fire from long distance using the carbines, but they need a 9, and you run the risk of a reload. The grenades are no good at a long range. So what we're going to do is Kaczynski's going to spend an action to move into the traffic hub. And before we do that, we got to pick targets. The Sturmtruppen, this first Sturmtruppen targets. Oops. We'll target Scott. The second one will target Alan. And the third one will target Scott. So Mr. Scott is taking the brunt of the hits here if he can. 4, 5, 9 guys on 3 cards. It's going to be a tough slog here. So first action for Kaczynski, he's going to move. Second action, first action for Alan, and he's going to move. And the first action for Scott is that he's going to move. Now they're at range 0. Now some things can happen. So second action's coming up. And what we're going to do here is we're going to play Cover Me. And we're going to hold off on that. We're going to let Scott take his second action and fire. From range of 0, he hits on a 7. And he's going to target... oh, who's he going to target? He's going to target the Grenadier. 6 breaks cover, 4 he misses, so it's a suppression. But the Grenadier is not phased by suppression rolls, so Mr. Scott is done. Alan's going to take his second action to toss a grenade at the Sturmtruppen, I always mispronounce that word, in front of him. It's a range of 0. It has a penetration of 1. Their cover at range 0 is 2. Now it's a cover of 1, so that's going to take care of that. And it takes 4 big rolls, and he can hit on all 4. Let's see what happens here. He breaks cover with a 5. He gets a 10, a 7, a 4, and a 2. So he breaks cover and kills 2 of the 4. The other 2, if I've read my rules correctly, and I think I have, the other 2 are suppressed. So these guys are sort of out of commission for the coming turn, which means that Mr. Scott can breathe a small sigh of relief that some of the Sturmtruppen are not coming after him. Want to hold off on that second grenade, and so we're going to have Kaczynski fire his carbine. He gets 1 roll, and he's going to get carbine. He's going to... There was a close combat value for Alan, but the 4 and the 2 didn't hit anyway, so I missed it, but it didn't matter. So I'm going to fire the carbine. Range is, he gets 1 roll and 6, and the cover is a 2. The 2 breaks cover. The 9 is a KIA, or, yep. And so he's gone. And unfortunately, he gets 0 experience points for his trouble. So, yes, the guy is dead, but it doesn't get him much of anything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to That's everybody. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take Scrounge, and we're gonna pay the experience points from Kaczynski and Scott, and we're gonna purchase and distribute a total of 3 resource points of gear to any soldiers in your location, and we are definitely going to get another. We're gonna get 2 grenades for each of these. We're gonna get them both up to 2 because I think we're gonna need them for these Sturmtruppen guys. So Scrounge goes away. Alright, so Scrounge goes away. Anything else we can do? Ooh, Alan could throw a grenade. He's going to wait because he can wait and do that for the next time. Okay, so now we're done with that, and we're going to stop there. Some people might say, oh, you got a couple more things you could do. You're right. I might have a couple more things I could do. I'm holding off right now just because I could do cover me, have Alan throw another grenade here at these guys and see if he can suppress them or kill them all. But I also don't want to lose a grenade. I just scrounged them. So we're going to hold off on that. Now it's their turn. Reinforcement draw. The reinforcement's 4 to 9. Anything with a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 is a reinforcement. It's a 1, so there's no reinforcement here for the Germans. And now it's attack time. It's attack time. So the Sturmtruppen in there are going to attack Mr. Scott. They get all 4 are alive, so they get a. Oh, this has the potential to be bad for Mr. Scott, who has cover 2. No penetration for them. There's nothing here that you can. No defensive cards. The cover is 3. The roll is 1. Oh my! On a 4, when all 4 can roll, a 1, 2, or 3 is a miss. The Sturmtruppen miss. Just whiff. They break cover, but they whiff, which suppresses Mr. Scott. And he'll have to spend an action next turn to get that cleared away. But they missed. And they don't have to close range. And we remove a suppression counter from them. I don't think we remove all the suppression counters, just 1 per hostile. So 1 guy's suppressed, 1 guy's dead, but they are still a force to be reckoned with. We advance the timer. And now we go to the soldier turn. There's no environment. They have some choices here. They probably can stay. They've got some time to do this. So they're going to stay right where they're at and see what they can do to make this work. So we're going to flip over all the action tokens. Scott's going to spend an action to remove his suppression counter. And then Kaczynski's going to take his first action to fire at the Sturmtruppen in front of him. Broke cover, rolled a 6, which is exactly what he needed to get a KIA. So they're down to their last guy, and he's suppressed, so they're not going to be any factor. So he uses his. Scott's going to come back. He gets to roll. And he's going to try and break cover. He breaks cover with a 6, and play when you declare a bolt or semi-attack on. I had to declare it beforehand. Okay, so I won't do that. But Scott missed. He just missed. He can't suppress a suppressed counter. So that's his second and last action. Although, if we play Cover Me, squad soldier may perform one attack each soldier turn without spending an action, so we can play that. And we can play Silver Bullet, which means an attack roll of 10 and defeat cover roll of 6, which kills these guys. Kills the last guy. It's a target off Mr. Scott. And 2 experience points for Mr. Scott. It's a good job taking care of those. Those are worth the cards. Now, whether or not it's going to come back to bite me later, I don't know. But we're still in this turn. We move these guys up a little bit, and now they're getting played fresh. So the second action here will be for Kaczynski to use one of his grenades and chuck that bad boy right at those guys. I mean, 4. The cover is 2. The grenade has a penetration of 1, so the cover is 1. They broke cover and got a 9, an 8, a 9, a 9, an 8, and a 2. So 3 hits on these guys and a suppression. Nicely done, Mr. Kaczynski. Well done. And so Alan has not taken any actions yet this turn. So he's going to use his M1 carbine to try and finish off the job. Cover is 2. No penetration. He's rolling semi. And he rolls a 3 and a 9. Breaks cover, hits, and kills. And all of a sudden, just like that, all the hostiles go bye-bye, and Mr. Allen gets a pair of experience points. So lots of stuff happening here. So now there's only one action left for Allen. He can't do much of anything, except that he will, with one of his actions. Gotta double check this. I'm pretty sure the answer is no, he doesn't have to do that, but let's double check it. Yeah, he's going to activate the objective card. So that's a free action. Activating the card means that 2 hostiles will pop up because the team value is 29 or less. 2 points of hostiles. The first one, sniper team. 2 guys. That's it. That's it. Now they're going to screen the bunker. So they can't fire at the bunker just yet. Nobody's in there. And Alan's second action will be to move in to the bunker. He has a movement value of 2, so it's a free move for him. That's his second action. He is done. Now comes the hostile turn. So the sniper team has a range of 0 or 2. They have 2 guys in play, and I think they're going... Oh, we got to figure out who their target is. Their target is Kaczynski. So I think they're going to try and do something terrible to Kaczynski, and they're going to fire from range to knock him out. Yeah, that would be a blow, wouldn't it? Or Allen. Wow. And actually, Scott pays an experience point to play advance. That's going back because they increased his cost by 2, so I added 3. Free move, but I lose a card. Okay. All right, so what does the sniper team do? I'm thinking Allen's got 2 grenades. Kaczynski's got 1. But Kaczynski's the guy with the deck of cards. He's going to fire right in front of him to Allen. They have both guys 9+ to kill. His cover is 2. There's no penetration. So here we go. Breaks penetration, rolls a 2, and misses. So it's a suppression counter on Alan. So that helps a little. That's it. There's no closing range. No suppression counters have to come off. And mission timer goes to 5. We flip the counters over here. And we're down to 5 turns left. So action number 1. He doesn't have enough. He's going to discard and I think I can find the stupid page with it on there. Yeah, he's going to pay an action to discard his hand and draw 6 cards. A fire, location marker, snapshot. Oh, this is real good. Cards they can't flip and use. 3 location markers. Hey, who'da thunk? Well, that's okay because we can pay those. We can pay those cards to get people into this because the +2 the entrance cost becomes 4, and that's what he's going to do to get Scott in there. It's going to pay these 2 cards. Scott's going to do that and move in. And can he move himself in? Yes, he can advance, adds 3. He needs 4 to get in. He has a movement of 1, so now he's in there with them. Takes the some things off the thing, so that's an action. Alan was already in there, so he's now going to toss a grenade, see if he can't end this, since he's kind of been the MVP so far. He gets a die roll and a 4. Cover is 4 for these guys, the sniper team. Penetration of 1, so cover is 3. 3 breaks cover, and it's a 5-5-3-6, and not a single hit, but the sniper team has both guys suppressed. And he'll follow up with an action where he's going to fire his carbine. Breaks cover, misses entirely. Misses entirely. They can't be further suppressed, so his actions are done. Kaczynski, Scott, his actions, he's going to fire. He's going to fire as his action. Breaks cover, 10. That's a hit. Flip that to a kill. Well done, Mr. Scott. And then Kaczynski's going to try and finish him off. He's going to go big, and he's going to go big or go home, right? He's going to go with a grenade. He's going to go with a grenade and pop that bad boy in there. Oh, going to re-roll the whole thing. Breaks cover with a penetration of 1 on a 4. So add 1 to the die roll is 5. He rolls a 10, a 1, and a 3. The 10 kills the other guy. And that will take care of those guys. And he gets 3 big experience points. Look at that. The sniper team is now done. These guys are done. Hostile turn. Of course, the hostile turn now, they get to generate reinforcements. Reinforcements are 0 or 5 and 6. Let's see what they get. They get a 1. So there's no reinforcement. And that means now that we reset the actions. We need 1 hit. Just 1 lousy, stinking hit. Penetration of 1 for the grenade. That's what they're throwing at the bunker. 4 rolls. Cover is 4. cover 5, and a 9775. Boom goes the bunker, and that is all she wrote. Now, assuming that I did everything correct, I'm looking at 25 minutes on the clock, and that includes some talking and looking up rules to play a very short scenario that was very entertaining. I mean, we had Scott saved himself. He was targeted, and Alan was a monster there with the grenades. You can see how I could take this same set of cards, shuffle everything up, and play this again with the same exact people, and it would come out perhaps totally different that time. And that's the thing that I like about this sort of game is if I wanted to, I could just leave this up for a week. Just keep reshuffling the cards, never have to worry about buying anything or just play with these guys until I got bored with it and have different things, try different missions, or whatever I want to do, and just keep going. So for those of you that have been paying attention, and thank you for making it all the way through the video. We thank you for your attention and hope to look forward to seeing you again soon when we do another walkthrough, maybe a little longer scenario. Until next time, this is Brian Martin saying, life is nice when you're rolling dice, so says my friend Jeff Ring. And so, until next time, so long everybody.